Another great conversation, but before we continue, I wanted to introduce you to one of our sponsors. Great to have them on board with us. This is the MuttVet family. MuttVet, they are the very first crypto token for veterans by veterans. MUTT, M-U-T-T, that is the Marines United TUFL token. If you're not familiar with TUFL, it's Teufelhunden. That is the Devil Dogs. It goes all the way back to World War I. Marines understand that if you're a Marine listening, you get it. And this is a token for veterans by veterans. If you've not yet looked at blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, you need to. If you listen to this show, we've had conversations about this in the past. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, nor would I encourage you to do something just because I tell you to. But if you haven't looked at it, certainly this is a conversation taking place globally and you need to take a look. And this is a good place to focus. If you are interested, I would certainly encourage you to go and check out MuttVet. For those that own this and participate, the MuttVet family may occasionally reward its holders with airdrops, new holder referral bonuses, as well as donation incentives. There are so many places that you can get involved in cryptocurrency, and I would encourage you to take a look at MuttVet, www.muttvet.com. You started off by saying that people have long said that politics is downstream of culture, and that's something that I've long believed. And as a Christian, I believe that we can influence culture best by communicating truth, and as individuals and then families accept that truth, it will impact politics. But you're not wrong, because this is flipped on its head, and now we have political activism like we've never seen before. And so now culture is being changed. It's being shifted, by school boards, by local politicians, by these institutions that are being put in place that are teaching our kids that will change culture. It's a very confusing time and very difficult to understand. You don't have a crystal ball, but if you did, where are we as a nation going? Where do we go from here? What is the trajectory that we're on? And you've already alluded to this, of course, and talked to this, but how do we end up in the place that we want to be instead of just where politicians will take us?
That's a big question. So look, I think we're at an inflection point in American history. I really do. I think America is either going to continue to go down this path where the woke left, and this is different than the liberal left, right? This woke leftism is absolutely oppressive. It forces people into this stuff, and it forces them to believe different things. So we're either going to continue to go down that road, and families and conservatives are just going to give up. And look, I think that a lot of people blame the Democrats, and that's really easy because they're the obviously, they're the evil party. They're pushing an evil agenda, but in a lot of ways, I blame the Republicans because of how lukewarm they've been.
Right.
You have to be hot or cold. You have to pick a side, and you have to fight passionately for what you actually believe in. And I think that Republicans have just failed to deliver on so many public policy promises, especially as it relates to our families. And so, when you ask when you tell voters, like an independent voter or even Republican voters, this is the Democrats' agenda, you can't vote for them, you have to vote for the Republicans. A lot of times they just think, well, the Republicans don't ever fight, the Republicans don't ever win, they don't ever deliver, so I think we're just done. We have to change the Republican Party, and the only way you can do that is by getting these parents involved and engaged. And the most beautiful thing has been happening over the past few weeks, and that is these viral videos that are coming out of these parents showing up at school board meetings and reaming the school board officials for the offensive things that they are putting in the classroom. It's the most beautiful, most pro-America thing. These are the people that our founding fathers were counting on. Like when they say, "We've been the people to hold our elected officials accountable," this is who they're talking about. These people who love their kids. You love your kids. You're loving is the future of your country. I think that these are the people our founders were counting on, and I'm very optimistic today. And I said that, and I closed it with this. I said that woke is the perfect term for the new left-wing movement. because they have awakened the most powerful of all sleeping giants, and that's the American family.
Wow.
And these parents, and they're from all different persuasions, they're from all different political parties, they're from
Right.
all different races and backgrounds, creeds. They're showing up at these school board meetings and they are outraged. And we need to keep this going. And that's way early. Like, we weren't supposed to launch it until just before, September. But we launched it early because of what was going on with the schools and just how obviously offensive it was. So we wanted to get these parents engaged and keep the momentum going on this.
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to turn things around.